Welcome back to my podcast, also known as The Fuck If I Know. It's a podcast about things that I don't know about, and I get my suggestions from a random word generator because, what topic am I going to talk about today? The fuck if I know. Alright, so I hit that random word generator right before I started, and we got some words here, alright? Flex, stock, pace, demand, alright? And I think we all know where this is going, alright? What's up with shoes? All right, I think you guys can all see where I got the shoe thing from. Flex, you flex your shoe game, right? Stock, for some reason, there's shoe stocks. Like stock in shoes is a thing. And then demand, like people are demanding the Nike Pro Jordan whatevers, right? I don't understand what is up with shoes. What is the hype about them? You buy them, but you don't wear them. It's actually the weirdest thing. I think in 100, maybe 200, 1,000 years, people are going to look back and see, what the hell is going on? They're buying shoes, but they're not wearing them. It's all display. It's weird. It's our equivalent of having a cool-ass musket in our house that we don't use. It's just a cool-ass musket. Like, look at this musket. Like, yeah, sure, I could use this, but I'm not gonna, because I have my actual, like, shitty musket that I use to hunt and stuff. I have a cool one to show off to people, like, yo, look at me, I got the fucking Nike Pro musket. I don't know why I'm using musket as an example of something you put on display. It's probably because I went to Pennsylvania one time, and at the governor's house or whatever, like the antique governor's house, and by antique I mean like the old-timey antique house, they had a shit ton of swords and like guns on the wall, right? That's what I mean by having shoes here. All right. It's also weird, pacemakers. Let's talk about that. I think we're done with the shoe thing. I'm kind of done. I'm off the shoe thing now. I've always been off it. I'm not a big fan of it, but somehow continuing to talk about it, I hate the shoe game. Like, I don't think flexing shoes is attractive or like cool. And for some reason, like, only basketball people do it. I have not seen anyone who doesn't play basketball and isn't in high school. Like, this is another thing. I think you have to be, I hate how I'm still talking about the shoes. They're winning. Big shoe companies are winning now because I continue talking about them. But for some reason, only high school kids who wear basketball shorts unironically because they're on the basketball team talk about shoes and like the shoe prices and like, yo, look at this trade I'm about to do. This guy's going to get scammed because I just like this $700 shoes that I'm trading him my like $500 shoes. That means I'm getting $200 in profit, but it's not $200 in profit. It's just like you get a different pair of shoes because no one ever sells like who pays legit money for the shoes. It's like it's like a weird Craigslist thing, and I hate it. Now back onto the real subject, pacemakers. All right. Only old people get them. I think we all know that. I think this is part of the joy of this podcast is that I have no idea if other people have pacemakers. I know it's like a heart thing, and it's like when your heart is bad, you put a pacemaker in there to like make sure that it continues to beat on time, which is pretty solid. Like, that's a pretty genius idea. But who called it a pacemaker? Like, it should be called like a beat master or something like that. I don't think people like name things thinking about how cool they are. I think they name them because they're nerds and scientific. Like, they should be naming things way cooler than things are. Beatmaster? How is that not what you would want your heart being powered by? Like, oh, Jimmy boy, give me my pacemaker. No, that's weak stuff. You say, oh, Jimmy, pass me my Beatmaster, and then he gives it to you, puts new batteries in that bad boy, and then your heart just thumping along to the beat of like Party Rock Anthem or something like that. You'd probably die if that happened for too long. But I think like pacemaker is just a dumb name for like a product that's integral to old people, but they should name it something way cooler. If I ever get a pacemaker, cross my fingers I don't, because that seems like it's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna name it the Beatmaster. And if any of my friends ever are old and stuff and get pacemakers, I'm definitely renaming them Beatmasters because that sounds so sick. All right, well, thank you for joining in on the first little podcast episode of The Fuck If I Know, show about things that I have very limited knowledge about. Yeah. Goodbye.